Hello there. Can I help you, or are you just browsing? You're looking for magical items? Well, we've got incense on the far wall, and there's shelves of crystals throughout most of the shop. We've got some novelty gifts next to the counter, mixed in with souvenirs and gifts from the local area. There are some really cute snow globes mixed in there. I can recommend those. Excuse me, can you repeat that? Very well, just give me a minute to get some stuff ready. Marcy, can you take care of the counter for a little while? I got a customer to attend to. Alright, you're amazing, thank you. Right, follow me. Congratulations, you found Lord Zamboni's magical artifact emporium. Now be careful, don't hit your head, it's a bit cramped. Did you find us well? Oh, yeah, we moved in here a year or two ago. We figured out that, after the street we originally were on became the hippest shopping area in the city, it would get a bit too expensive to stay, especially for a business like ours. So, we moved and started this little curio shop as a side gig. It helps keep the lights on. Surprising that most mundane places don't accept ancient magical coins. I don't get it either. You'd imagine that there'd be more people able to check if one of those coins is genuine, given how much they could be worth, but... Rambling aside, did you have a good trip? Ah, I see. Traffic's always bad around this time of week. I'd usually suggest taking the train into town and then grabbing a bus to here, but I can understand coming by car depending on what you want to buy. Here we are. Let me just get the right key. No, that's the back door. I thought we threw this one away when we moved. Ha! There we go. Once again, welcome to Lord Zamboni's Magical Artifact Emporium. I'm Stefan and I'm one of his apprentices. The boss himself is out on a 3-year trip to Northern Africa to get some new stock, but me and Marceline upstairs tend to hold the fort just fine. In any case, what can I help you with? You're looking for a gift for a friend? I see. I can round up some curios and show them to you. We have plenty of interesting items that seem almost tailor-made for gifting. Yes. For our first item, we have this book. Now if you open it, please be careful, it's a little bit fragile. You can see that all of the pages are empty. However, looks are deceiving. This is actually a Fae contract. Anything written in this book will dissolve, and then the Fae that made the contract will obey your every command, as long as they adhere to the 3 rules. Right, I probably should elaborate. The first rule is that the writer can never be the subject of a contract. The second rule is that contracts can only result in minor and positive effects. The third rule is that every contract must be paid for with a day of the writer's life. Now I know how Fae contracts tend to work, but I can assure you that this book will only take the last day of one's life. In other words, you'll die a day earlier, and in exchange you can make someone's life slightly better. For example, by making sure that if they forget a coin for their shopping cart, there'll conveniently be one with the coin still in it. Or on a rainy day, the rain will conveniently stop the moment they're going out. Really, this is for the kind of person that'll get satisfaction from making someone's life just a little bit better. Not quite doing it for you just yet? Fair enough. Let me go look around some more. No, that'd be too dangerous for a gift. There we go. Second on our list is something called a Dream Spinner potion. This one was made by a local potion master. Apparently this one's a specialty. When ingested, this potion will guarantee a good night's sleep the next night, but that's not the main reason you drink this. That same night, the drinker will have an amazingly vivid dream. I can't say much about the contents of that dream since it depends on the person, the general mood, how stressed they are, and a whole load of other factors. But one thing that is certain is that it will be very long and it will help deal with stresses, anxieties, or lingering feelings. Some people have even reported dreams that feel like they last a year. Oh, no, you won't be sleeping for longer than healthy for your body. The idea is to leave one well rested, not in a coma. Want me to look for another one? Alrighty, it'll be just a minute. Perhaps this one. There. I did some looking and I found this book. Unlike the last one, the book itself is completely non-magical, but what it's describing definitely isn't. This book is actually an old magical cocktail book, filled with around 200 pages worth of magical and alcoholic drinks and a full appendix on good wine vintages of Europe's best wine-producing regions. Now, the book's around 100 years old, so most information may be a wee bit outdated, unless your recipient has an interest in collecting 19th century wine vintages. However, I myself find those kinds of historical records extremely interesting, and the writing style is light and casual, so I'm sure that your friend would agree with me. The ingredients can still be found fairly easily a century later, with most exceptions having substitutes readily available. No, the magical effects aren't strong. As with any good cocktail, the effects both alcoholic and magical are meant for flavor, not for efficiency. As a side note, if your friend is interested in books with a history, this one's actually got quite a lot of it. Its life started out in a place called Hope Creek in the United States, and then in the 1930s, probably because of Prohibition, it blew overseas to London, where eventually it ended up in our collection. I'm a bit of an enthusiast when it comes to cocktails. Alcohol in general, actually. I can really relax with a good whiskey. In either case, this book is amazing for the person who can really appreciate a good cocktail and wants to expand their horizon with a different kind of buzz. Or they just like looking through old books. I've got another item for you if you want to keep going. Very well, let me just grab that real quick. There. It was a bit heavy, so I didn't bring it along with the book, but I made a mental note, so I didn't lose it. Anyway, this is not just a small analog color television. This television's got reception across space and time. Good thing too, honestly, given that everyone's gone to digital these days. But jokes aside, it's a very curious little thing. I have no idea how this came into being or how this even came into this collection, although I can definitely speculate on the motive. When it is turned on, each of the 10 channels on the dial receive a different signal from a different point in time. Generally, when testing, we see programs dated between the 60s and the 90s, although very rarely there might be something earlier or later. Furthermore, it appears none of these programs seem to be from this universe. Sometimes the changes are subtle, with presenters wearing a different colored tie or something, or they're very different, like that one time Marcy turned it on to test and saw the 30th anniversary celebrations of the People's Republic of England. There's a power outlet here. I can plug it in and see if it works if you'd like a demonstration. Huh, in color, so it's probably 1970s or 1980s. As you can see, it picks up television signals from alternate pasts. Very interesting stuff once into that. The channels seem to change after each end of day sign off, so one can potentially enjoy a full day's worth of television. However, there's no real way to lock the signal, nor the time period. So this may not be the most ideal gift if your friend has a tendency to get attached to series. Let me just turn this off again. And wrap up the lead. There, it's all packed up for shipping. Or storage. If I may be honest, I'd be sad to see this one go. It's a good way to spend times on days when the shop is quiet. I have one more item to show you that I think would be a great gift, if you're interested to see it. Okay, just a minute. Darn it, Marcy, stop rearranging the shelves. I've managed to find it, sorry for the wait. So, for a final item, we have a magical oil lamp. It runs on normal kerosene like any other oil lamp, but when you light it, you will magically be able to find whatever you're looking for, as long as it's in this room. Never again does your friend need to worry about finding their phone or their glasses. As long as they lost it in the same room as the lamp, of course. It's a novelty item, but I think it's an excellent little gift for the person who keeps forgetting their belongings. I think Marcy turns it on sometimes if you can't find a specific thing in the shop. I gotta admit, I do the same as well. This lamp has saved us many hours, and I'm certain it'll save your friend time as well. And that's 5 items that I think are perfect gifts for your friend. Feel free to browse around yourself if you think none of these items fit them. Ah, you've made a decision. That's an excellent choice. I'll escort you back upstairs and I'll ring you up. We only have the single till upstairs. We've been wanting to get another one for downstairs since it helps prevent non-magical people from potentially interacting with the magical artifacts, but we haven't found a second till that can accept both mundane and magical currencies yet. Oh, yeah, we've thought about getting a mundane till for the shop upstairs and then moving our current one downstairs, but you'd be surprised how often someone comes in, buys some crystals or incense and insists on paying with magical coins. Now that I think about it, that's most of our magical customer base. I never realized how many basic rituals require those items until I started working here. Now be careful up the stairs. Let me go ahead so I can unlock the door for you. Thank you, Marcy. You're amazing. Right, let me just ring you up. That'll be 2 gold coins or equivalent, please. Thank you. Now let me just check this. All in good order. I wish your friend the best of luck with their gift, and you an amazing rest of your day. Please come back soon to Lord Zamboni's Magical Artifact Emporium.